baby bottoms and keeping them rash free. I want to talk in this video about my personal experience of avoiding nappy rash on a baby, because it's just a horrible, horrible experience for baby and mum and dad. I am organic mummy of two. I have an 8-year-old, I have a 3-year-old, and this is not just me bragging. Neither of them ever got nappy rash. And I am completely convinced that it is because of all of the nappy and baby wipes that people are using. So most baby wipes, all the mainstream brands like Pampers, Huggies, like they're the main UK ones, the ingredient lists are not nice. They have very, very high levels of preservative, because ultimately baby wipes are like wet, soggy cloths encased in plastic, which makes it humid and warm. You have to have some really strong preservatives quite often to stop those going moldy. They also want them to smell fresh and battle that poo stink, so they just pack them full of fragrance, which is massively irritating to the skin. And because they don't want you battling against said poo, they make them really wet. And then often the skin's left really wet, and that can make the rash as well. So if you have a little cherub bottom in your life that is getting nappy rash, yes, there can be ultimate other factors, but my first stage would be to advise you change the nappy wipes and avoid any of the mainstream brands. So have a look for things like Jackson Reese, earth-friendly wipes, water wipes have suddenly become very big in the UK. Just be careful with the water wipes. They're awesome ingredient-wise. They don't technically biodegrade, and they leave the skin quite wet as well, so just damp them down. You could also try making your own. Now, you're not going to do it when you're out and about, but for at home, you just make a cup of chamomile tea, leave it to cool down, and the cup can be there all day, and then you take like some soft cloth, muslin, any sort of like tissue wipe, dip it in the chamomile tea and go around. That is worth a go if they have got a really bad rash and you want something. Next up, after that, would need to be a good nappy cream. So Sudocrem is the one that you would have had used on you when you were young. High paraffin base, very white. I think people like it because it looks like it's quelling in the skin because it goes white. I've never been completely convinced that it works. I don't often say and advertise like a pure product. Remember, this isn't mine. Pink's Boutique don't make baby products, but the one I've always loved is the Veleda nappy cream, and everyone I know that's used it gives it huge reviews. So I would try the Veleda one, try anything that's got an Organic Soil Association badge on, and just be really careful, because there's two types of nappy cream. There's preventative nappy creams, but then there's also nappy creams when they have rash, and quite often they can have mild anesthetics in. Now, that is never for a daily use. That is not what you should be using. So make sure you check out the ingredients. Be very skeptical of no tears, dermatologically tested, and a little pure badge. You've got to go to the main ingredient lists and know what to look for and what to avoid. So that's kind of my advice on those little cherub bums. So think about the wipes, think about the cream, and think about the environment is my last plea. Literally millions of nappies a day and millions of wipes a day end up in the rubbish, and the vast majority of them, they reckon at least 80% of every nappy doesn't biodegrade and will take up to 400 years in landfill to disappear. They are more expensive, but please start to look for biodegradable nappies. Or could you start using some of the I had these with Layla, the ones where you have like the cotton pads and they are washable nappies. I didn't love them, I'm going to be honest. Even the eco in me didn't love them. I could never use them when we were out and about because I didn't trust them like I trusted a normal nappy. But when we were at home, I always tried. I tried to use at least 2 or 3 a day if I was at home. So I was at least reducing the numbers from those horrific numbers that are going into landfill, but also all the wipes that are ending up. The Marine Conservation is just saying the number of wipes that are ending up in the sea because people are flushing them down the toilet is horrific. So something else to think about those cherub bums. Please share this with anyone you know who has a little baby tush in their life or is about to get a little baby tush in their life. And let me know if there are any other things you would like to know to help those babies and their organic skincare journey from here until they are very old. Please give it the thumbs up, share, and pop me any comments below, and I'll see you next time, guys.